Right now, we are going over Fresh from the Comic Shop. That's right, each and every week, Chris and I, and sometimes a guest co-host, go through 5 books that they picked up this week. They could be from your local comic book shop, they could be from the mail, what have you. They're new in your collection, and they are fresh. So y'all better tell us what you got as well, and we'll share that too. But since Joel is our guest, Joel is going to go first. I'm going to bring him full screen. He's going to tell us about his first pick of the week that he picked up. He's going to show it right on the camera, and we're going to check it out. What do you got, Joel?
So I just want to point out, I'm located in Canada. Where we are, it is locked down. Okay. So when we do New Comic Book Day, we can only pick up. So the shops aren't really ordering as much. So I was able to pick up some. The first book is, and it's gonna, contradict what I just said. This is a book I'm usually picking up if I find it. I love the cover. Who knows if he shows up spec-wise, but it is Web of Spider-Man 100. I've always loved the armored Spider-Man from the cartoons. So I picked that one up, super cheap. It cost me like $5. Heading into the
whoa, you only go one at a time. I don't know what you're trying to do. You're trying to hijack this whole segment.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just kidding. No, I love that book, by the way. Love that 90s freaking gimmicky cover book. It's beautiful. And that costume, it's awesome. Like, that's when things started to get, okay, Spider-Man can have different costumes other than his black one and his red and blue. So that's a nice pickup, especially for $5. I've seen a lot of people picking that one up too. Yeah. I don't know if there's any spec around that or anything, but it's a nice little pickup. Definitely. All right, Chris, we're going to have you go next.
All right. I got my mail subscription that I took off auto renewal just for you guys to know. All right. This is Star Wars number 10, guys. I am reading this series, and I wanted to talk about it today just because I don't really know what to think. There's so much hype around Star Wars right now, and I'm 10 issues into this run. So the new volume started last year, and it takes place right after Empire Strikes Back. And technically, so this is new canon, right? Everything that's going on is canon now. And I'm 10 issues in, and I don't know where it's going. I read the first couple of issues, and I was bored as hell. And then something went down with Luke where he went on this journey and had to meet another a Jedi and stuff like that. And that was kind of cool. That took place in a couple of issues. And now it's just, I don't know, guys. So it really, and I know a lot of those old EU heads or real Dark Star Wars fans that are from the Dark Horse generation. I don't know if Marvel's really doing it yet with this. Obviously, it's early in. My one complaint is this, and this is just with a lot of comics overall in this day and age. There's not much story arc in one book. So by the time you open up the first page, you get to the last page, like the only thing that happened is like Luke walked down an aisle and said something to a couple people, something blew up, and that's it. Right? Where you can read a whole comic book from like, the 70s or 80s, and it's like, it's a whole storyline in the comic, but I'll tell you what, I'll end on this note. Shortening the story up in each issue is done well. It can be done well. You know who does that well? Donny Cates. Donny Cates, you can read through a Donny Cates book, and you can read it in like 5 to 10 minutes, but you come away like, yo, that was dope. I can't wait till the next one. This, not so much, and I'm kind of like on it right now.
Yeah, you definitely seem to be at. There was a first appearance there, like the Starlight Squadron or something like that as well. So people are going crazy for that because any first appearance with Star Wars these days, people are on it, like buying hundreds of copies, hoping to be able to put their kids through
this
college.
one. This one, I didn't even notice. So
that's number 10, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, that's a good pickup though, and it's good to know because I had that, haven't read it yet. I was thinking about getting into because I'm loving the Darth Vader series, and I don't know. Beechner just said Bounty Hunter. Vader and Bounty Hunter are way better. Sith Lordly, I mean, the guy knows his Star Wars. He says Dark Horse Star Wars is better new and old Marvel. Fair enough. We all, Sith Lordly is the expert, so we all bow down. All right, here we go. My turn, guys. So, it was revealed that hasn't been officially announced, but come on, it's happening. Chris Evans will be returning to the MCU. Who knows how, right? Who knows how? But there's so many different ways for for Marvel to bring him back in. And one of those ways, the multiverse of madness is coming around. Is it possible we may see a Steve Rogers who is the leader of Hydra? So I decided, I just picked this book up. I had to, right? This is Captain America. Steve Rogers is Captain America #1. This is the second print, though, because he says, Hail Hydra on the cover, which is a big deal to everybody when that first print, that first issue came out. So I was like, I'm just going to get this book because who knows? It could pop if he ever does come back in that role, because I don't think it's going to be as ingrained as he has been in the MCU during the first 10 years. So, but it's exciting he's coming back, and I kind of like this run too. I did not have this issue, and it says Hail Hydra on the cover, so I was quite excited about that. So that's what I got. That's my first pick. So, all right, Joel, your turn.
So, and that's a good pickup, actually, man. That's a really solid pickup.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I only got it for $5 too, so why not, right?
That's pretty good. So, my next pickup is going to surprise a lot of people. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I bought this book. So here's the thing: I bought this book. I sold it, but I just got another copy. So that's cool because this book actually just surfaced on a certain app, and it's kind of blowing up. But it is Darth Maul #2, first appearance of Cade Bane. Yeah, so this was a mail thing that I'm getting. So I'm kind of cheating because I know it's coming, but this is the copy I'm selling. I have to ship off tomorrow. So I'm kind of cheating, but not really. But yeah, this book is heating up right now. Like I said, it just got put on that app, and a lot of people are chasing it. So yeah, really, really cool book to have. Plus, it's a good Darth Maul cover for sure.
Yo, a lot of those Darth Maul covers are fans. I think the first issue where he's off to the side like that, badass covers. I've seen a lot of those books too. Yeah, the Cade Bane. Is that the first appearance?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's definitely good. I mean, people are telling you guys Star Wars books. If you don't know, it's like me saying grass is green, but they are super hot for any sort of appearance. First appearance coming out. People are speculating all over because there are going to be so many outlets for these characters to have to have the physical kind of the in an action series. It's gonna be awesome. So anyway, it's an exciting time. I'm talking way too fast here. It's an exciting time to be a Star Wars fan. I'm excited, as you can tell. So anyways, Chris, what do you got next?
All right, guys. I picked up another book off the 2021 want list. I keep saying on my channel that I need to do a video where I'm showing and crossing off all the books that I got so far. And then I was joking about making it a January want list instead of a 2021. But I saw this book on eBay. I thought this was going to be one of the tougher ones to get to. And you guys, if you know me, you know that I'm not a stickler for, it has to be high grade, near mint, especially for older books. I'm all good. I'm about presentation. If it's a lower grade or mid grade, but it presents well, I'm all for it. This was I do believe it was a bid, or was it a best offer? I actually don't know. I don't remember. I do remember what I paid, and I'll share that with you guys. This is Batman number 237, first appearance of the Reaper. Beautiful Neil Adams. Wow. And it's definitely a mid-grade. I know the Mylar makes it pop a little more than it is, but I haven't pressed it up or anything. It's definitely got some spine wear, a little bit of rippage by the staples, but look at that color. Some color breaks around the corners and rounding of the edges, but the color just, see if I can get a little more light. There we go. Look at that color just pop, man. Beautiful. So, this book can cost you up to over a couple $100 depending on the grade. I paid $20 for this book plus $10 shipping. I couldn't believe it.
Damn.
Where did you get that? That is a beautiful book. Any sort of Neil Adams Batman it's gonna be beautiful. Where did you get that for $30 all in?
eBay. I'll tell you guys. Wow. Well, actually, I'll tell you right now. If it was a bid or if it was a best offer, because I really like taking advantage.
As you're looking here, Tom Nordley, I did a swipe with that Batman cover for an assignment in 10th grade English class. That's awesome.
Wow. Let's see.
You guys, thank you also for letting us know what you got. We're going to get into those as soon as we get through our 5 books here. Looks like people got a lot of books. I'm gonna have to go digging through these comments.
It was a bid, guys. $20.50.
Damn.
$20.50 plus $9.99 shipping. I'm still blown away by
Hell
that.
yeah, that's a win. That's a win in any of our books right there. 100%. That's a great pickup, Chris. All right, moving on. This is my second book that I'm sharing with you guys on Fresh from the Comic Shop. Now, I like to go digging in dollar bins and just picking stuff up, especially stuff that sticks out to me that I have been in conversations and other people have been talking about too. So this is a book called Wretches, issue number 1. This is a Scout Comics book, and I do believe, I couldn't remember, I was supposed to look this up. Earlier, I totally forgot, but I do believe it is optioned as well. So I got 2 issues number 1 for $2. Why not? You know, I haven't read it yet. I like the cover art so far. I'm not familiar with any of the creators. If you guys are, or if you've read it, let me know what you think, but why not? Pick this up, took a chance. I was a risk taker. My daughter would say, she's 5. She's a risk taker when she does something different. I did something different there, and I was a risk taker. All right, Joel, what do you got?
All right. Like you said, fresh from the comic shop. You can't go wrong right now. But I got the Star Wars High Republic second print. I think by Wednesday they were reaching like $30, $35 already. I don't know. I got the first print. I got this one. I have the third print going. I'm just gonna try to do the set thing where I have them sets. But yeah, definitely. Me not being a Star Wars guy, you also can't pass up on the opportunity of learning and getting into it. So yeah, definitely pick these ones up.
Yeah, man. Hyper Combo Comics, Fire Books, indeed. I mean, those are hard to pick up. That's the second print. They were probably under-ordered. I have 3 coming my way. It's a good pickup because that's the first cover appearance of all of those new characters as well. I think it's a lower print run than the High Republic is, and the High Republic print run is presumably insane, and that sold out too. So those are hard books to get right there. Yeah, let's bring you up full screen here. Definitely. Yep, that's cover A right there. I like the story. I don't know if you've read it yet, Joel, but it's great, man. And I'm super psyched for what's going to happen with these, because there's the show The Acolytes, which is going to explore the end of the High Republic. Mm-hmm. Who knows if it's within this time frame, if those characters will show. Obviously, Yoda will. Yeah. But that's, man, good on you. All right. Yeah. Now, this kind of ties into some things you were talking about, Joel, my next pickup here, okay? So, I see you get really enthusiastic when people are saying, like, Riri Williams, what Ironheart's first appearance is, when she's actually in the armor. Because Ironheart 1 has a cover of her in the armor, and there's many variants of that, right? So I see you, but it's actually issue number 3 where she is Ironheart, right?
Right. Yes.
So I'm giving you Chris and I are giving you the platform to explain it here too, because I completely agree with you.
Yeah. So a lot of people, if I had it here, actually I have that number 1 issue, but I think it might be in the pile downstairs for like CGC. Number 1, yes, it does have her in the cover on the cover with the armor. It says Ironheart. It doesn't say that she's calling herself Ironheart or anything like that. The biggest thing is a lot of people don't necessarily open the book. If you open issue number 3, she is named Ironheart. It's in there. I've posted it many times. I was just getting frustrated with people saying it was number 1. It's kind of annoying because all you have to do is just open the book, and people were just saying it. The argument coming back my way is, well, it's her first cover appearance. Yeah, and that's great, but you also have to look at different books. Look at Gwenum. Look at Gwenpool. Perfect example. Like Gwenpool shows up in that Secret Wars book, but she's not actually in it. She's in Howard the Duck 1. Gwenum, same thing. She shows up in Nowhere Universe. She's on the cover, but she's not necessarily in the book. She's in Spider-Gwen 24, right? So it's just, kind of doing your due diligence and like opening the book up. Yep. And but that one is close to my heart. So like when people start arguing, I'm like, look, I have the book. I'll open it for you. Like, look. So yeah.
As Thoro says, read your books, right? Yeah, absolutely. So I have those issues as well, and I completely got your back on that. This ties in because it's an Ironheart book, and again, this is in the dollar bin. we have the Ironheart series coming out, guys, like on Disney Plus, which we were all blown away that they announced that. So start looking for your Ironheart books, right? Your Ironheart keys. And this one right here is number 11. I got 3 of these for $1 each. This is the first appearance of Riri Williams' father. He cameos in issue number 10. This is the first appearance. So be on the lookout. Any Riri Williams you guys can find, get them now in the dollar bins, because once she may pop up in like Miss Marvel. We don't know, but like she's coming. So get ready. Get your Miss or your Riri Williams books.
I'll tell you right now, and it's always bad coming from like, you know, when you take the guy, like if you're obsessed with Batman and he's telling you the Batman stuff, because you're like, yeah, okay, whatever. But I promise you guys, I think Riri is gonna have a bigger deal than most people think. So yeah, definitely get it right now when it's like super quiet.
Yep, because they're gonna start going to production. You're gonna start seeing pictures. Then people are she's gonna pop, just like Miss Marvel did. So, anyways, moving on. So, Joel, you got your 3rd book coming up. Is it your 3rd or your 4th? 4th.
Either. Yeah, fourth book.
Here we go. We're jamming through this, guys. All right.
So this was actually, I didn't think I was actually going to be able to get it. I didn't think my shops were going to have it. I've been hearing some really good things. One source told me it was the book, and like would always message me in caps to get it. But it is Dead End Kids #1. I'm hearing that this is low print run. It hasn't been really picked up. There's a bright future for it. I don't know anything about it. I haven't read it. It's still taped. So I'm going to open it shortly. But yeah, definitely I'm hearing a lot of good things come of this. So yeah, it's hard to find too. I could only find the one in 4 shops. This is the only one.
Wow. Okay. Nice indie book. You know what, guys? We skipped Chris. That was me because I was so excited to talk Riri Williams here.
I think, yeah, you guys are on your 4th. I've only shown 2 so far, but it's all good.
No, you show your 3rd. That was wrong. That was my bad. I will take full responsibility. Here we go. What do you got?
I was wondering if it might have been my internet again, but all right. I did want to say too, regarding that Riri stuff, that's why context matters. I always say this with the labels, context matters. And once you start taking into consideration all the context, it's not that hard to figure it all out. But
read your books.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm kind of cheating on this one because I have 5 books here, but I'm not going to sit and talk about them. The reason why I'm showing off these 5 books is one of my picks, though, is because somebody sent me an AOK, an act of kindness, and included these 5 books. And these 5 books are to be basically paid forward and donated back into the community. So I'm going to be throwing these into some contests in the near future, but I just want to show you guys really quick. This is just an amazing act of kindness. Check these books out. Thor #5 for 2nd printing. Venom 26, I believe that's Peach Momoko variant.
Yeah.
First appearance of Virus. Venom #9 variant, first Dylan Brock. This is such a beautiful cover. Venom 29, Delato, limited to 1,500 copies variant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And Thor #5.
3rd print, yeah. Wow.
3rd print. Guys, now the individual that donated these wanted to remain anonymous, and I did a video just expressing my gratitude. So I had to show these off as one of my picks today because it just speaks to the wonderful community that we are all part of. And you know, I'll be spreading these out among some, you know, future contests and stuff. And I'm just extremely grateful because those are some books right there.
Yep, as Planet Arizona Comics says, damn that Delato. That is a beautiful thing. Wow. That's an amazing AOK right there. Good on them. So Chris, because of my haste, I skipped over you. You're gonna do your 4th one before me.
Okay, so would you
you're on 4, I'll go 4, then Joel's gonna show his 5th.
Okay. Sounds
Here we
good.
go.
Okay. So for my 4th, all right, this is another key book. I didn't have this on my want list, but I've been eyeing this for a long time. I take responsibility, and I say that kind of playfully because, you know, I know that it's not hard to think about this possible speculation happening in the MCU, but I didn't hear it from anyone before I said it. So in my reality, I said it first when everyone, after rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, after he passed, everyone, I mean, the next day, and I'm like, guys, let the man rest. We don't care about this movie. But literally the next day, people were like making fake Black Panther 2, posters and like Shuri's picking up the mantle and all this. And I'm like, nope, this is what's going to happen. M'Baku is going to take the mantle because T'Challa's family is going to look to strong leadership. He's going to come in and he's going to be that guy. And he's going to take Shuri's hand in wedlock. And they're eventually going to both don the mantle of the Black Panther at the same time. And he's going to help train and teach her. So I had to get me a Mighty Avengers 62.
Nice.
First appearance of M'Baku, the Man-Ape. And it is a really good. Again, I was really impressed with the price that I got this of. This was a consignment buy from my comic shop, and it is definitely under fair market value of what this book's going for. I mean, this is a fine plus looking book right here, and I'm very happy to have gotten this. And I've been sitting on this for a while, and it's been climbing because that spec that I've just been talking about, M'Baku possibly taking the mantle is Black Panther. And the MCU is definitely spiked this book some. So
that is a great book. That is a great pickup. That is a great contribution to fresh from the comic shop. That's awesome. Because you're seeing a lot of those on speculating lists and things like that. But that's a key book, right?
Right. Yep.
So anyway, because he's now even more prominent because of the first film. Anyways, all right. Yep. So guys, for my fourth book I'm going to share, it's actually kind of a collection because we were talking about a certain artist last week, Chris and I, and we have much appreciation for this guy. And I think he's got so many covers coming out these days that we all take him for granted, and he is an absolute gem. His name is Alex Ross, and I saw these timeless variants were on sale, so I just got a few of them just on a whim. So these are the Alex Ross timeless variants. I got the Thing here. I got Spider-Woman. And I got Medusa. These are just beautiful looking books. As you guys all know, Alex Ross is just an absolute master. And like, God, look at just the detail on the Thing here. It blows my mind. These covers, I don't think these are any kind of spec covers, to be honest with you. They overprinted them, but they are just gorgeous. And I pick them up on the cheap anytime I can. I got these for less than cover price, and I was very happy to do so to add them to my collection. So that is my fourth entry. Now we got Joel's fifth. I'm wondering if he did his best for last. Let's see. He has some pretty good books. Let's go. What do you got?
Again, guys, just because we're in lockdown and, postal office up here takes forever. I wish I could have had the different books up, but I'm going Riri Williams here. This is a book.
Okay.
This is a book just kind of like Chris. I kind of talked about. Everybody was like, "NEWBIE, I think it's just you. You are crazy. Please shut up." And I was like, "Okay, no worries." There was one other person talking about this book, and that's Manny the Collector. A really nice guy. Really one of the guys I really appreciate. It is Ironheart number 9. This book did not get any heat until I'll say it. I said it, and then it ended up on platforms. I'll say it. This is the first appearance of Riri Williams and Shuri. Sorry. This book, spec-wise, who knows? I think they'll eventually meet down the road. When down the road is, I don't know. But again, definitely a book that's very slept on. You can find it really cheap. So definitely a book I would be on the lookout for sure. Yep.
Again.
I want to say something to that. Let's put spec aside real quick. I just think there's a lot, and I know we have a large population of collectors that are just negative about anything new.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. There's the last 10 years or so of new comics have been tumultuous for many different reasons. Some that I can get behind and understand, some that I'm just like, you guys are just toxic and ridiculous, right? But I really feel, and maybe this has to do with the fact of, Feige coming on board to oversee the comic book side of Marvel. But I'm looking at that book right there, and I'm saying, I don't care if this book has spec value. This is a book that we're going to look at 20 years from now, and I think really cherish in just value in of itself. And a lot of that has to do with the MCU and everything. But, and I'm not trying to compare it to the Silver Age and like the first meeting of, Fantastic Four or, Spider or Daredevil and Kingpin. That's a good first meeting. That is now iconic. Obviously I'm not comparing it to that, but I do believe that there's a lot of characters and story arcs within these characters showing up right now that are really going to be just iconic in themselves, because I really think that we are in a beginning stage where we're going to look back at right around 2000 to say that's when modern comics really, at least for Marvel, really started getting some things right. I really feel that way because, and I'll end it on this, because I really feel that they're realizing, because the last 10 years, we had comic books looking at the movie successes and then regurgitating everything that was done in the movie. And now we're going back to getting these new, fresh characters, these new generation of characters, and creating new storylines within the comics. And then maybe 10 and 20 years later, whatever, we're going to see them in the MCU. And I think there's going to be a lot more appreciation for things like this type of team up, than maybe what we saw in modern books over the last decade or so.
I think, and if I can just make one quick note, I totally agree with what you're saying, man. Absolutely. I think the team meetings in a lot of characters, and I've talked about it with SpiderMan, Daredevil, and things like that. They're slept on. Like, I don't think people understand the value in the book. I mean, yeah, you just get it to read and have, but I mean, there is value in those. I think, when I first started collecting, 2012, 2013, I mean, people only collected like Origin and first appearance, so even just in a short period, it's changed. I don't even know how many times it's changed now, where we had the cover, then first app, and then first app, second app, and now it's it's just crazy. But yeah, I think people sleep on these team appearances, man.
Yep.
Definitely.
I definitely.
And for
agree.
me, I grew up with a brother. I had no conception of empowering women or anything like that. But now that I have a daughter, I'm looking for powerful women, right? And something like that, just that book right there kind of embodies that. And those are the things that I'm sharing with my daughter. And she's
my sisters, so yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So you had a better understanding growing up than I ever did. And now I don't want my daughter to ever think she can't do anything.
Exactly.
I want her to be surrounded by powerful characters, right? And trying to buy stuff for the holidays, it can be a challenge trying to find powerful woman toy. You have Captain Marvel who's out there now, and I'm very grateful for that. You have Princess Leia, you have Rey, but it kind of she's into these characters she sees on the TV, and you can't find those toys anywhere, and it just gets really frustrating. But these stories right here, Chris and Joel, that you guys point out, it goes beyond, again, Chris, like you said, it goes beyond spec. It makes a statement. So, and I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, this is your last book fresh from the comic book shop. What do you got?
I got a Slab.
Ooh, this is the first Slab we got a fresh from the comic book shop, I think.
Ooh. Yeah, right. I think so. Yep. All right, guys. This book, again, this was a gift to me. And A-OK that just blew my mind. And again, same individual that wants to remain anonymous, and friend of the show, friend of Cherno's channel as well. And just you should have seen the video I did unboxing this, and I was just at a loss for words. And I don't want to repeat it right now, and I don't want to take 20 minutes of our show tonight saying how appreciative I am, but I truly am, because this blew my mind, especially when I saw the grade. Eternals #1 in a 9.4 white pages.
Get out of here.
Blown away. I mean, again, I'm at a loss for words. The kindness and compassion of folks in this community, just blows me away, and it continues to push me to be a better human being.
That's incredible.
I cherish all of you.
That is absolutely incredible.
9.4 Eternals #1. CGC white. Like I said, white pages. It is a beauty.
Chris, I just want to quote one movie. Did we just become best friends?
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh,
that's awesome.
That movie is so underrated.
This is a show at the same time. Pull yours up. We're not like, it's not a magic trick here. Look at that.
Yeah,
you guys.
White pages too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Look at that. That's awesome, man.
I personally think that this is going to be big. I think right now, it's not talked about. It's slept on. I would be picking them up. I think it's going to be big. I think it's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'll agree with you there. Planet Arizona had to give me a nudge here. Come on, Jeff. Where's yours? Your 9.4. Yeah. I think now is the time to buy. The delay has only helped people who are looking for this at a lower price, because it's not going to get lower now than it is now, guys.
No.
There's a little bit more time for that lull, because that trailer is going to be coming out soon. This movie's coming out in 10 months. So,
I heard now, and real quick, I don't want to take too much time, but I'm hearing Super Bowl as a possible.
Oh, that'd be a good call. Which we're 8 days away, 9 days away. So yeah, good. That would be amazing. Actually, I hope about that.
It's a rumor I'm hearing. Don't quote me. The day after the Super Bowl, I don't want people being like, man, NEWBIE, what the hell?
Everybody, Joel from NEWBIE Comics made the call. He has confirmed. That the Eternals trailer will be played during Super Bowl. Somebody's going to cut that out right there and play that back. All right, guys. I feel like who went on after Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock? Because right now this is going to be really underwhelming. But thanks, appreciate that. All right, guys. So we all love WandaVision. It's a great series. Again, I like going dollar bin digging. This was a great find right here. I absolutely love John Byrne. He's got to be my favorite artist. He's the first artist I noticed when I was like, oh, these artists are different. Oh, I get it now when reading comics. And I'm like, I really love this guy. And this kind of relates to what's happening in WandaVision. They're going, well, I don't know. Who knows where they're going to go. But this is West Coast Avengers number 44. This is the dismantling of the Vision here before he gets his kind of like white suit and he becomes like a true kind of android robot without any kind of soul. So I had to pick this up. It's $1. Who knows which way they're going to go with the show. But guys, oh my gosh, I don't know what your thoughts are on John Byrne, but I freaking love John Byrne. So that is my 5th pick right there, guys. That is my 5th pickup from Fresh from the Comic Shop. Any parting words from this segment right here?
I just want to say that is not underwhelming, because I'm with you. There's a lot going on in the West Coast Avengers run in the between the 40s and 60s that is seemingly going to play some type of role in multiple, Disney Plus series or films. So, this is a run that I didn't really collect. I had a few issues as a kid that I've been picking up a lot, because I think there's a lot there. I definitely do.
Yeah.
So.
I think the first appearance of West Coast Avengers, I've been talking about it on my show for a while. I usually don't preach things that I don't pick up. I would advise people to pick it up, especially again talking Iron Man, but that Armored War stuff and things like that.
Yeah.
It could have a future there. I think a lot of people are looking somewhere else in that, and I think they should be looking this direction, I guess. But yeah, you can find that book super cheap too.
Yep, absolutely. These are all pickups. Those mid 80s Vision runs, may as well pick them up now, guys. Now here's the deal. We had so much engagement going on in the chat. I see members trying to help out another member with advice and all that, and it's going to take forever to go through what you guys actually picked up. So there's been a lot of talk going in the chat. So let's see if I can find something real quick here in terms of anybody. Dan De La Torre got a Tales to Astonish 92 raw copy with a true cameo appearance of the Silver Surfer. That's not a bad pickup. What else do we got? What else? Who do we got? Man, you guys. Planet Arizona Comics. I got a mail call for the Frankie's Comics exclusive Peach Momoka cover for Amazing Spider-Man 56. I am not familiar with that cover, I have to say. Who else? You guys did an amazing job, and we really appreciate you guys. You guys got to start. We got to start asking this for on Instagram during the week, and you guys send us pictures so we can post them for you. But I'm not seeing any more here. Hold on. P. Keel bought a Star Wars #1 CG 69.6 8 years ago, and it came back. Okay, anyway.
That's another segment right there. You press it. Wait a minute. You bought a 9.8 and pressed it. Why would you press the 9.8?
I don't think he said he pressed a 9.6 and got back and got it back as a 9.6. That's terrible.
Oh, I thought the same as Chris. I was like, oh
no. That's 9.6 from 8 years ago. You guys, it looks like it because it's got the 8 right next to it.
It came back a 9.6.
No, it says bought a Star Wars 1 CGC 9.6 8 years ago.
Oh!
8 years ago. Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm like, what?
That's
it's still not a win. Anyways, that is fresh from the comic shop.